So I did some research and I found this company on Etsy that makes Disneyland scented candles, and this one's supposed to smell like Pirates of the Caribbean. Isn't
No way.
that great? It does.
Really?
Yeah, it really does. And then they have a Haunted Mansion one too that's on its way right now.
Hey guys, James Wilson Taylor here for Rock Sound with another of our video calls. We are catching up with everybody while we're all stuck at home. I'm delighted from New Year's Day. Ash is on the line. How are you, Ash?
Hi, I'm doing very good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. This is a crazy time we're in, but you know, coping well. I hope you are too. How's your kind of lockdown routine looking at the minute? What are you up to?
You know, I've been saying this a lot. I know it's crazy times for everybody. I know that people have lost their jobs and money's tight, so I don't want to be positive because I know there's so much negative, but I am actually loving taking a break. My life has been very nonstop traveling the world for the past 4-ish years. So this is the longest I've been home. I have time to do a puzzle. I've never done that in my life.
You're not the first rock star who's been telling me about puzzles, man. This is an interesting trend that's developing here.
Dude, and you know what? Bands are getting on the puzzle train because Ghost just put out a set of puzzles. I'm like, I bought those. They're not here yet, but you know, I'm gonna do those. And but the thing is, it's hard to find puzzles because everyone's kind of doing that now. So we've been going on adventures like Walmart, Target, anywhere we can think of to find whatever puzzles are left. And just take whatever is left.
Hey, whatever occupies the time, man. Whatever image is on that puzzle gets it done. But it's like you say, you know, like obviously it's a mad time and there's lots of horrible stuff out there, but you kind of have to focus on the positive and find the good things about this crazy time we're all in, you know? And I think that's a very fair point, particularly, you know, with people in bands and with schedules like you guys have and everything. Actually, some downtime at home is kind of a luxury, right?
It's really nice. I mean, granted, touring is our bread and butter. Touring is how people in bands like myself make a living. So without the touring, we're all kind of like, I panicked a little bit at first, you know, I didn't know when my next paycheck was going to come in for, you know, who knows how long. So I relate, I get it, but man, it's been nice. I'm actually okay. So I was originally only supposed to see my fiance for 2 days out of the past 2 months, but I was able to spend a month and a half with him instead. So, I mean, that was pretty nice.
Yeah,
that's really nice. That.
Yeah, that's so nice. And little things. It's the little things you got to cling on to in this weird time, man, for sure.
Turns out I'm gardening too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It turns out I'm a goth gardener.
This is great. I want that. That's your next merch line now. I want all black gardening tools. Yeah.
What that doesn't exist. So maybe not a bad idea. I've been going to nurseries because those are open and looking for all the purple and black plants.
Nice.
So I'm starting a black garden.
I think this is a good trend to be starting. Goth gardening. Let's make it happen.
Goth gardening.
There it is. That's the Instagram trend right there. You've done it now. It's going to happen. You mentioned touring there, of course. You know, one thing we should mention, really cool thing. I saw you and Nikki doing a nice little video about it. Obviously, Roadie Strong and the whole kind of Crew Nation project and everything. Let's talk a little bit about that because I guess it's something that maybe gets forgotten when we're in the regular times of touring, but it takes a huge amount of people to put these shows together, right? Yeah,
even for a smaller band, like even a band playing a 200, 300 cap room, you're still going to have a crew. You know, there's still going to be two or three people that are there to help you. And normally, if maybe a tour gets canceled, crew is always necessary so they can hop onto another tour. But with no tours happening right now, people who have been touring for decades have lost their income. So we wanted to help out our crew, and then we joined the Live Nation Roadie Strong fundraiser to help crew. And then we've done another couple crew fundraisers, little ones. There's the Nomad fundraiser, which was the original one, the first one that started raising money on GoFundMe for touring crew. And all my crew members that I follow online are posting their deposits. So like they're following through with their word. They're getting their Live Nation donations. They're getting their all their money, and it's awesome. I want to help, you know. So we've been doing fundraisers for crew and for animals.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good pairing for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they go together.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Very true. And in speaking again of touring, it sucks that people can't get out on the road because it's the best thing in the world, live music. We all know it, and we all can't wait until it gets back to normal and that's able to happen. But just kind of reflecting a little bit, while you're not able to play shows in the minute and everyone's plans are kind of up in the air. Looking back on this last year, I mean, you guys have been hitting the road hard in support of this album, done some amazing shows. Last time we chatted was, Ali Pali in London, huge legendary venue and all that stuff. What are some of the kind of highlights of this last touring run for you?
Ali Pali was definitely one of the highlights. Absolutely. Just the tours we got to do in 2019 in general. And I've seen those videos like, man, I need to apologize to 2019 because I thought that year was hard. No, I was wrong. Ali Pali was incredible. It's hard to pinpoint. Was when you tour nonstop, it all kind of blurs together into one big show. But yeah, Ali Pali stands out for me because it was such a big deal. How that's like playing Madison Square Garden in America. To say you've walked on that stage and performed, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah, 100%. Something to be very proud of there for sure. And in terms of kind of ways to connect with fans, I mean, it's so difficult now, isn't it? Because so many people I've talked to doing these have said, that's their number one thing, connecting with fans on the live stage. And while that's not there at the minute, everyone's been kind of adapting, finding ways to do stuff online. I've seen you do like Insta Lives and all this kind of stuff. Have you guys been talking about other ways to kind of connect with the fans in this way?
Yeah, I mean, Nikki, who's just a little showboat, on his own, he's such a ham, has the Nikki Misery Show, which happens once a week on the New Year's Day Instagram, where he interviews people we've met in bands throughout the years. And then I know everyone's doing Instagram live shows, so I'm trying not to do that because I don't know, it's just not really going to be my thing. So I'm still trying to come up with what I can do. But people follow me because I'm a singer, so I want to sing. That's what I want to do. But unfortunately, my band members are spread out all over the country in their homes. So that's why we've hesitated on performing, because I don't have anyone really to perform acoustic with. Nikki doesn't have an acoustic guitar. So we're working on all these like little things to kind of start the process. And rehearsal studios aren't open. And I'm pretty sure my neighbors will slit my throat if they hear I'm a loud singer. So I don't know how that's going to go over singing in my bedroom. I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. I mean, it's good singing, obviously, but yeah, I guess it's going to be the neighbors are always going to be in. So if they want quiet time, kind of no choice, I guess.
Yeah. See, the neighbor this way fixes up vintage guitars, and he's always playing guitar, so I don't think he'll mind. The neighbors over here are kind of crotchety and grumpy, so I think they'll mind.
Okay.
I don't know.
Watch this space, I guess. Watch this space for that one. On that note, yeah, of course, the band are all over the place, as all bands are at the minute. How are you guys keeping in touch? Do you have an app of choice? Is it the group chat? How are you guys all connecting?
We just do FaceTime groups. So the other day, our tour manager is one of our best friends, and his name's Johnny, and it was his birthday. And so we all did FaceTime. We all took shots together over FaceTime and saying happy birthday from our respective states. And we're just trying to keep in touch. We have a group chat I had to put on mute because it's so active every day, all day long. The boys and their memes and bullshit they said. I don't know. So, I mean, we're constantly in communication with each other.
That's great. No, that's great to hear for sure. And in terms of things like new music, I guess, again, it's kind of difficult because, everyone's stuck at home. It's very difficult to be working on new music. I know last time we chatted, you guys were talking that there was some ideas forming. There were actually some sessions you'd done with other people before you thought might resurface and all that kind of thing. Where are you at in terms of the writing process?
I actually just talked to my one of my producers yesterday. So it really depends on the producer's comfort levels. I've seen musicians online in the studio with the producer with the mask on or whatnot, but his studio's in his house, and his wife is she does not want musicians coming in and out. Totally respected. I respect that completely. Who knows where we've been. So it really depends on the producer. So in this particular case, he, can't have people over. So we thought we're going to buy me some recording gear, and he's going to take over my screen and do like mirroring and do all of the engineering, and I'll just have to sing into the mic sent to me. So we're going to try that.
That sounds ideal. That sounds absolutely ideal.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have to sit in LA traffic. Like this, why haven't we always been doing this? This is way better.
Yeah, this is the future. Absolutely coming through. It's funny. I was chatting with Rob from Don Broco, was actually a recent one we chatted to, and he was saying they're actually still writing the new album over Zoom and stuff like that. So yeah.
We talked about that too, and we definitely agree. Like when we're together, there's a vibe, and that's really what can drive a new song forward. We have to be there and feeling it out and getting excited or seeing the vibe. Like, oh yeah, maybe that wasn't a good idea. I kind of felt the energy. You feel stuff. So it's definitely going to be different. It's going to be new. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like this time in general is kind of fueling the creative side? How do you stay creative in a time like this?
I mean, I can only speak personally for me, but I feel just as creative as I ever have, and what's nice is I just have a little bit more downtime to focus on it. So that's actually pretty helpful.
Yeah, that's great. That's really great.
I think we're going to have like the baby boom. Like when the war was over, like we're gonna have an album boom, like because everyone was just locked at home making records. So when this is over, like everyone's gonna come out with a record. But that's all.
Yeah, Q1 of 2020 just gonna be absolutely packed. Yeah, we're waiting on that one for sure. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good to me. In terms of the stuff you'd already kind of been working on in the past, there was little bits you were working on tour and some sessions you've done and things like that. Is there anything there that's sort of in the finishing stages or anything like that? How are those songs working?
No, I mean, all the songs that were kind of left half done or unloved because they just didn't make the cut, I feel like might still get a chance because we're all starting to only open the door to what the next album is going to be like now. I feel like everyone had to figure out what was going on with the world, what's going on with their jobs. Do we record? How do we record? And now it's starting to kind of get figured out. So I think it was still kind of too early to even think about that yet.
Yeah, fair enough. But in terms of a broader spectrum, then you got to work with some very, very cool people last time. We talked about Chrissy Costanza and stuff like that, who we love. And it's great to be able to work with people like that. Have you got anyone on the kind of the hit list for this time? Is there anyone in particular?
So many people on the hit list. I don't want to jinx myself by saying future ones, but I definitely on the last record I had all these grand ideas of guest vocalists, and we just ran out of time. Because we were touring so much and trying to make a record in between touring. We're home a week there, home 2 weeks there, and you just are trying to fill it with as much as you can. But I'd really like to see that song I did with Gerard Way resurface, and I would like to have him actually lay down some vocals on it. That's my dream. That's my dream. I don't know.
Hey, put it out there. Put that dream out there. Why not?
I don't see why it couldn't. But you never know. He's a busy man, and like everyone knows, our shows with them got canceled. It was one of the first shows to get canceled, and that hurt my heart.
It's really a shame.
Hurt my heart. Hopefully, it gets rescheduled.
Yeah, I think again, been saying it with everybody. It sucks when you see shows getting cancelled, but we should remember these are effectively it's postponed. It's not cancelled necessarily. It's all postponed. When we can get back, it will all be back there, right? Yeah, way to look at it. One more question I have for you then, Ash, because I want to ask everyone what they're going to be doing when they get out of lockdown is one of my questions going to, what's the first thing you want to do? I think with you, it's kind of an obvious choice. I was looking on your Twitter today and you're a fellow Disneyland nerd. So let's talk, man. What's the first ride you're going to be hitting? Yeah.
I'm going to go, well, I can literally open my window and I can hear and see Disneyland. So I miss the fireworks going off at 9:30 every night, because you can hear them from my window. If you stand on my roof, you can see them. I miss hearing the Mark Twain steamboat whistle. I can hear that from my balcony. I just miss the sounds. It's so quiet in Anaheim. And that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Disneyland, and I'm going to have a cheat day, and I'm going to eat every snack available. We're talking churros, Mickey Mouse pretzel, turkey leg, all of it. We're doing all of it. And, okay, so first ride, Thunder Railroad.
A good choice. Yeah, that's a solid choice. Yeah.
Look at this awesome candle I got. So I saw a meme that said, I can't wait to smell Pirates of the Caribbean smell again. Like, that smell, right?
Like the water. Yeah.
That dirty, musky, old water smell. So I did some research and I found this company on Etsy that makes Disneyland scented candles. And this one's supposed to smell like Pirates of the Caribbean.
No way.
Isn't that great? It does.
Really?
Yeah, it really does. And then they have a Haunted Mansion one too that's on its way right now.
Oh, I can't think. See, the pirates thing, I can picture. I can sense the smell. Do you know what I mean? Though, like that is like you get that smell. You go in haunted mansion. What does haunted mansion smell like? I can't.
I feel like it's a cold smell. I know that's more of a feeling than a smell, but you know what I mean? It's like a like dust, like the smell of dust and like old coldness. So
We'll run with that. We'll run with that. Old coldness. I guess so.
There, they always got the air conditioning blasting in there. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. So it's called Main Street Melts. I'm in no way sponsored because I talked about them on the Andy Black show, and he's like, "Quit trying to sell your candles." Like, I'm not. I don't get any money for this. I just like them.
Look, she likes a product. She wants to plug the product. There's nothing wrong with that. That is a good product to be plugging as well.
I just want to share to my fellow Disney enthusiasts a way to get that smell.
You better believe I'm looking at that candle website the minute I get off this. Don't you worry.
Main Street Melts, and it shipped fast. Like, I got it in a couple days.
Good to know. I like that a lot. Ash, it's always such a pleasure to talk to you. You know, take care of yourself. Hope you and the guys are staying safe. And, you know, we're looking forward to catching up properly when you can get back to the UK and play some shows and all that good stuff.
I know. I can't wait. We miss you guys so much.
Absolutely. All right. Well, great to chat to you anyway. And thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
Nice one. Thanks, Ash.